Welcome back. We have our first guest on today, John Luby from the Third Mutual. Nice to have you here. And you want to go over the sort of the accomplishments of Third this year and maybe some goals coming up in the coming year, right?
Thank you.
Nice to have you here.
Yeah, I just want to go over some of the things that Third Mutual, kind of the goals we've had and some of the things we've accomplished this year. One of the first things, I think, what we've done is we've tried to save the mutual some money by reducing the amount of energy we use, changing LED lighting and improving the lighting in areas. We're also trying to save the mutual money by reducing water usage. We're the landscape, and we're trying to figure out where any leaks and those types of things are to save the mutual money in that area. The other thing we're doing is we're building our reserves to mitigate dry rot issues, water line issues, and disaster relief. Several years ago, we've decided that we were going to be self-insured in disaster relief, and we've been building our disaster relief reserve fund for several years, and we're well on the way to getting to where we want to be. The other thing that we've done is we're working with management now to streamline the processes of how we bid things out, and just so that things are more transparent. We know where we are in projects, we know how much money we've spent, we know how much more money we need to spend. So some of the things, and management has been very helpful in working with us on those issues to try and get us to where we want to be.
Yeah, definitely. So a few of the things you want to touch on going forward. I think we certainly talked about water usage here, and the importance of residents to report leaks wherever they may see them.
Right. El Toro Water District, declared a level 1 water shortage supply back in August and limited the amount of water for outdoor use. So Third Mutual reduced our watering of turf areas and stopped watering turf areas, and helpfully nature cooperated and rained a little bit, so didn't cause too many problems. And also we put a hold on replanting projects until, starting now that the rainy season has started, we can go back to that. But we also want the residents' help, and any time that we find that there's water leaks they see in the landscape or those times, report it to Property Services so that we can take care of those problems as soon as possible. And then we're also asking residents to use less water, take shorter showers, run the dishwasher only when it's full, and sweep sidewalks and driveways instead of washing them off with your hose. And then, it's not permitted anymore in Third Mutual to wash your car. We're trying to conserve the water in that area as well. And then we've found some issues in Third Mutual where we have some leaks that we think there's leaks. We're not sure. There's certain manors that are using much more water than it seems that a normal householders do. So we're working with the El Toro Water District to try and find those leaks, repair those leaks, and save the mutual some money in that area.
Right. And this is something that when you talk about these leaks and all, everyone can help out, meaning they're the extra pairs of eyes out there where they may see a sprinkler head that's not working properly, or possibly just an area that is being watered too much for some reason that may not be caught. And that's where they come in to tell the mutual and to also tell the PCM staff, come out and check this out. We think there might be a problem here.
We can use all the help we can get. We're in a water shortage in California, and everything we can do in the area to help that and help the mutual save money is also a great idea.
Definitely. And also, as you alluded to, moving on in just general energy conservation with LED lighting, and just looking at other ways as well to lower the energy costs.
Well, yeah, we had a pilot project in our garden villas where we replaced the walkway lighting and lighting in the garages with LED lighting. And that has saved a lot of money. And now we're rolling that out to all of the 3-story buildings in Third Mutual, as well as the LH21s. And over the next few years, we're going to replace all those lights. Not only will it save the mutual money, but we'll also have better lighting in those areas for safety purposes.
Right. Yeah, and that'll certainly help out. And you're also setting policies and looking into solar panels of different types of buildings, right?
Right. Right now, we've established policies for residents to put solar panels on 1- and 2-story buildings. So they've allocated space on 2-story buildings for residents and allowed it for 1-story buildings. The other thing that we're doing is we're on the 3-story buildings. We want to use that space on the roofs to bring our energy use to net zero for that 3-story building, so that we can have our laundry rooms, our walkways, all that area basically covered in solar panels.
Right, yeah, and that's, we'll make way for that, and in the future that'll certainly help. Maintenance, again, this is certainly related to both energy and water, and that's water heater replacement. And those can be, just by replacing them, can save a lot in both areas.
Well, I can say that also the thing about is water heaters get older.
Yes.
It's going to fail
Yes, it
possibly
is.
at some time. So if your water heater is over 10 years old, you might look at having that water heater checked or replacing that water heater. If it happened to leak, it can cause damage to your neighbor's property, your property, and can be very expensive. So one of the things you just have to be just cognizant that water heater is in good shape and good repair.
Exactly. Alterations you want to do to your manor, a lot of times that's a nice thing, but you have to make sure that you go through the right procedures.
Well, it's always best for the community if someone upgrades their manor and makes it more livable and increases the value of their property. But in doing that, you want to go through the channels to make sure that the alterations are up to the standards that we've set, and that you get your permits. And you start off basically here at the community center, and then the city permits, and they're very helpful in letting you know what the standards are and getting your project going. So, but make sure you start the process by getting the permits that are needed.
Now, what about the fire alarm systems?
Well, we had a project to upgrade the fire alarm system, especially in the 3-story buildings and those types of things. And we put that project on hold because we felt there might be some better methods and better ways to do it. So right now, we're looking at some alternatives from what we started in the project. It started 3 or 4 years ago, and now there seems to be some better methods and better fire alarm systems. So we put that project on hold until we've reviewed some of those processes.
Okay, and finally, you wanted to give us an update on the storm drain project that we've heard so
Right.
much
In
about.
2010, we had some serious water floods, and so we've been updating that project, and it's almost getting completed. We're in the mid-February. The project should be entirely wrapped up and be ready for any rains that we have. We're okay for now, as long as but right now it's well underway, and by mid-February it should be all wrapped up.
All right, very good. Well, John, it's been a pleasure to have you on, and it's always good to see you. Hope you had a good year and a great 2015 coming up as well.
We look forward to the new year.
All right, and I'll see you again shortly. I'm sure in a couple months it'll be your turn again.
Thank you.
All right, you take care. We'll be right back.